Hey, welcome to my new moon pick a card reading for February. It's in Pisces, so dream big. I am super excited to finally have this out. Hope you guys enjoy, and there will be Reiki energy embedded in all the decks, on all the piles, I mean. And yeah, I just want to say hi. Till next time. Okay, you beautiful souls, it is now time for the meditation. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths in and out. One more time in and out. Take a moment here to connect with your internal guiding system. See which deck, which pile is calling to you. Is it the stone? Is it the position of the decks? Is it the colors? Which one resonates? Which one attracts? Which one is desperately seeking your attention at this very moment? And let's begin. Hey, group one, welcome back to New Moon Pick a Card reading in today's March. This month is March, yes. And these pick a cards are for the next 2 weeks, but they are timeless, so they're not limited to this new moon. If you're watching this right here, right now, at this very moment, it is probably because there's a message embedded for you. Now, before we start, I'm just going to say that there is Reiki energy embedded in each group. All you need to do to claim it is simply to sit down quietly in a space where you know you'll not be bothered and just accept the Reiki energy by stating, I accept the Reiki energy that was sent to me by Katarina, or looking inwards, which is the name of my channel, and enjoy this beautiful Reiki energy that will be sent to you directly from moi. So for those of you who picked pile one, you actually got the Pyrite. So to me, this is telling me that there is plenty abundance, or you are trying to attract abundance. And honey, this is what of they actually call it the fool's gold. Um, it was said to just drive people crazy in terms of the abundance. Now, I'm not too sure if it's the abundance they received or it was in the search of the abundance. So I would say just don't don't overthink it. It will come to you. Um, as long as there's no money blockages. So really depending, I would say to take the time to really kind of see what are the hidden truths, what are the beliefs that you have about money. Are they positive, or are they more on the negative side? Like, do you believe money corrupts? Do you believe that money is dirty, actually, that it's not actually something that nice people or good people generally have, that it's usually for the high elites and they tend to be corrupted by this? Or do you believe that money comes effortlessly and flows to you, that money is not a problem, that you could attract it and you can create it, and that abundance flows to you? So I would definitely take the next 2 weeks to really to really just reassess what are your beliefs on money. But when I see this stone, it usually means, especially on a pile, it usually means that the abundance you're seeking for is on its way. And just to stay open and receiving it. So, again, make sure that your belief systems of money is that of abundance and not of fear. So, that of, you know, receiving instead of deflecting or like closing off. It could be even an opportunity. So making sure that your doors are open for this opportunity to actually come in. As soon as we're in fear, it is so easy to miss the opportunity or miss that big chance for your life dreams to come true, right? So let's see what is up and what is going on with you. We always start with our archetype. So the archetype of the next 2 weeks for you, group one, will be judgment. Huh, interesting. Okay, so it's in reversed as well. So judgment to me is always enlightenment. So you're reaching towards that end, you're reaching towards an evolution. But what I see here, when I see it in reverse, to me it means that there is going to be a delay of some sorts. What I'm seeing here also is it's going to be a delay of your own making. There is too much going on right now. There will be, you're just thinking of too many things on the same time. You're trying to deal with so many things on the same time. I feel like your attention span and your attention is absolutely everywhere. So you're going to want to bring the focus back to what's really important. Where is it you want to go? What is it you truly want to do? Um, in terms of with the abundance, maybe you were having, maybe it's even like too much opportunities and you really don't know where to focus that energy. You really don't know, like a lot of opportunities are opening up and you're just like, whoa, like where do I start? Where do I begin? And I would say really just go back to basics. What do you want to do? What are your values and which one coincide with these values and which one will propel you and help you move forward towards these goals? What is your ultimate vision for yourself for the next, let's say, 5 years or even 1 year? I would even say to go big, like for the next 5 to 10, 20 years. Like, what is the ultimate vision at this moment? Obviously, it's going to change, but at this moment, what is that vision for yourself? Maybe even for your family, or maybe for um, like look at all the aspects. So here, what I'm saying here, really look at all the aspects that are important to you and then make the decision by that. Beware of something that is too good to be true. I don't know why the sparkle in her eyes, it's reminding me of, all that glitter in Colette Baron Reed's card. I don't know if you know it, but it's basically the card, the Oracle card is all that glitter, and it means that it might look fancy and beautiful and sparkly on the outside, but that doesn't mean that could just be covering up what's really on the inside. So there might be a film of like a film of mold or just stuff that are not really pretty underneath at all. So I would say like yeah, just really be mindful and stay present and be aware and really ask the questions, the pertinent questions, the ones that are like just be aware of something being way too good to be true. So also speak your truth and know your worth is another thing coming out. She is tilting her head, and over here is like something wants to come out, but it looks like it's blocked. It is not time to stay quiet on the wants and desires that you're looking for. On the contrary, it is time to speak up. For some of you, it might also be just stay still. Maybe let it come to you. Do not, it could be the contrary in the sense of try not to distract yourself too much by wanting this and wanting that and saying these and expecting the universe to give it to you, but allow the universe to surprise you and allow the universe to, or just to attract what is it you truly want, if that is something that you don't know, if that's something that you're stuck with, you're like, oh damn, like what do I really want, where do I really want to go? Take that those moments to sit down and stay still with yourself and let it come to you, because it will. There's one person in particular, or one opportunity in particular, that will shine out and that will provide you with more than the others. Look into it. I feel like it's a particular person that's going to come up and it's going to offer you something. I almost want to say just like do it, take it. Again, unless it sounds too good to be true. Just make sure in that sense to read the fine print. So that is your archetype for the next 2 weeks. This will be the overall energy. Do, 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 do. Let's check your cards. 2 of Swords. Wow, I'm laughing because I picked that at least 3 times today. So I had a feeling it was going to come out in one of my decks, and I kind of had a feeling it was going to be this one. How funny is that? There's definitely a choice that needs to be made, because that was my message. Oh, mon Dieu, wow. Okay, you have 2 times the 2 of Swords. Okay, yes, there is definitely a decision that you've been procrastinating on. There is something huge, a huge decision. It might be emotionally based. I see the Page of Cups over here in reversed. Whew, doo, doo, doo. Okay, yeah, so there's definitely a young love of some sort. Something that, like an outdated version of love, or an outdated version, or just like something that was dear to your heart, something that you truly desired and you really, really, really wanted to achieve, has been staggering and hasn't been moving forward. So the next 2 weeks will really, so the next 2 weeks will really be about finding those desires and finding what it is that is outdated, or that just isn't working anymore, that isn't moving forward. And I don't want to say cut it out of your life, but it's time to make a very important decision. And I find it, I think it has to do with also this job opportunity. I feel like a job opportunity, something that will give you the potential for growth, will open up, and it's going to create a shift. It's going to create kind of like maybe arguments with this particular person or with the situation that you're in, but you're gonna have to take it. because it's going to lift and take weight off of this kind of ongoing unease and weight on the heart of not moving forward, of not doing something. And honestly, if this has to do with a person, you need to voice this desire and this need and this want to move forward, and you need to indicate how important it is for you to move forward, even if it's just a baby steps. So if this is some kind of argument that you will be having with a partner or in your situation about a job or this new opportunity that will come in that will bring you lots of abundance, or at least kickstart a momentum and the wheel of abundance, you're going to need to move forward. I feel like it's going to also be very important to voice this out and to take action towards your goals and your wants and your needs, because I feel like this is really, like, it's really coming strong, this whole your desires and your wants and your needs that needs to be met. And honey, don't expect anybody to meet these for you. This is one of your lessons, is what I'm understanding. This is one of your lessons. You are here to put your foot down, to learn how to obviously gently put your foot down in a way that it will be heard, because it's easy to get just emotionally and like emotional and overwhelmed with emotions, and then nobody really understands what's going on because the emotions are running so high. But this is one of your lessons, is that you are not supposed to be depending on anybody. That's not who you are. That's not who you came here to be. You are here to have fun, enjoy, and do you. And I feel like the biggest lag that's been happening for you is the fact that you have not been choosing you first. There has been a lot of situations, a lot of things going on, and you have always put yourself second or even last. That needs to change. That is not how you will propel, that is not how you will move forward. Your lesson is to put yourself first. I don't know why I'm getting a Cancer vibe, because Cancers have a tendency of really putting their family first. If that is the case, Cancer, that is a beautiful thing and incredibly, what's the word I'm looking for? It's incredibly loving and admirable, and it's just a beautiful thing to possess. But I feel like right now your lesson is to learn, and I feel like were put into this Cancer position so you learn how to balance everything out, and more importantly, how to put yourself first, to then have your family or your friends or whoever is involved here, your situation, benefit from the overflow of your love to yourself and the the peace that you create for yourself, and just this overflow of joy and dedication. Everything you do to yourself, it will create an overflow, and everybody will be benefiting from that overflow. You are definitely, if you do this, you will definitely be taking off the veils of illusions and really taking accountability and the response. Like, you would be taking your power back. Like the Nine of Airs, the Nine of Swords is all about this woman veiled with a wall of swords behind her, and she is not at peace. She's frightened, but she has also kind of given up her power. She has given up herself to her fears or to her obligations. I, I see it as like obligations too, because it's all this mental chatter. Swords are all about mental chatter. And it usually has to do with this extra weight we put ourselves, the extra responsibilities, and you know what I mean. And I'm telling you, as soon as you do this, you have the Ace of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles, which is representing abundance. It's a new found, and it's right underneath the page of materials. So as soon as you start putting yourself first, as soon as you start voicing out what is important, which is you're moving forward, which is your need to feel or your need to move forward, being independent. This for you, what I'm understanding here is a need. You need to be independent, you need to feel independent, and you need to be speaking up about it. Whoever you're with needs to understand this. If they love you, this doesn't have to be a romantic love, but if they love you, then they need to understand this. This should be just as important to them as it is to you. And I feel like this Ace of Earth, this Ace of Abundance, this Ace of Pentacles is not only monetary, but I feel like you'll be breaking free from an actual blockage. That's something that's been blocking you for a very long time, and you're gonna just get this fresh, pure, clean abundance and pure energy rushing through you. It's what you've been waiting for. Fresh new energy, but you need to do the work. You need to be putting yourself first. You need to be voicing your needs. You need to be moving forward. It doesn't, not big steps, baby steps, just the fact that you will voice your needs and you will voice your desires to whoever this is, or to your situation, or even to yourself. Just the fact that you take the moment for yourself to voice this to yourself is a huge step. We always think that it's action driven. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do. No. A lot of the time, if not most of the time, is the mindset. The action comes easy after. It's the mindset of the matter, regardless of what it is, usually. That's all I got for you today, Group 1. Let me know how this resonated. Let me know how this felt. And please let me know if you felt anything during the Reiki, if it has helped you and benefited you in any way. I usually do an oracle card, but I don't know, I felt like there was going to be a lot of information, especially since I was picking like 4 cards and on each deck. So pretty much what happened. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will not be able to say this enough for supporting me, for coming to see me. Even if you don't even watch all the video, just the fact that you clicked on it and you were interested, even if you stopped by just to even say hello, thank you so much. I love doing these. I have so much fun, and if this has helped you in any way, I am blessed. You have all my information down there. If you'd like to send me a little donation, it is not expected, but it is completely appreciated. I know some of you have asked me, and yeah, I have a lot of new goodies. I know I keep saying that, but it is true. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Peace, guys. Have a great new moon in Pisces. Enjoy it. It's going to be divine. Just embrace it and set those intentions. That's what the new moons are all about. Okay, it's group 2 now. Hello, hello. Welcome back. This is your new moon pick a card reading for March. It is in Pisces, so yeah, it's time to dream big, guys. Dream big. It's all about setting intentions. And these are bi-weekly readings, but they're not limited to that. These are timeless. So if you're here right now, it's probably because there's a beautiful message that you need to hear at this very moment. Also, there is Reiki energy embedded in all my groups, usually for all my new moon and full moon pick a cards. I usually state it if it is, and all you need to do to proclaim it is just take a moment to yourself where you're not going to be bothered and just request, I accept this Reiki energy from Katarina, or looking inwards. So you just need to state that you do allow and you do request it. That's simple. And then just enjoy the beautiful Reiki energy. Uplifting or healing. Reiki is really just what you need at this very moment. So for group twos, so for my group twos, you guys pick the Desert Rose. How gorgeous is this? The Desert Rose is like a selenite. It is actually made with sand particles, if I'm not mistaken. And the Desert Rose in itself is all about enlightenment. It's all about connecting with the divine. So for you guys, what I'm feeling here is that you have been wanting to connect with the divine, or you are connecting with the divine, and your message is strong and clear. And for those who are not, it is coming. Like, you're doing the work and you are being propelled and projected, and like your connection is getting stronger and stronger and stronger every single time. The desert rose also is a symbol of love. It's a rose. So, from my understanding and from what I can remember, actually, it's been a while. Um, yeah, for some of you, there might be a new love or rekindled love, or maybe you guys are in love. So, if you were questioning about that connection, it's a confirmation. Yes. Um, I'm wondering now if it's also about unconditional love, but I'm really feeling like it's love related kind of love. So we're gonna leave this right here. And we're gonna start like always, like how I always do. We're gonna look at your archetype for this next 2 weeks. And you guys got the devil. I'm laughing because this was my monthly archetype card that I got for this month, and it was just, I'm just laughing now because in my group one it was also a card that like just kept reoccurring today. So how funny is that? So a lot of you are probably going through the same thing as I am this month, or are actually moving past it. So the devil is basically all about all our hot wired programs that no longer serve us, all the addictive behaviors, whether it be thought patterns, whether it be actually like physically like overeating, or putting too much toxins by drinking too much, or just this addictive way of coping or going through certain changes or certain moments of uncomfortness. But it is in reverse. So for me, it's like it's, or you're having extremely hard time to actually break free from it. It's a little harder, or you are breaking free from it. Like, you are actually breaking free from your own chains, because devil card is really about that, is that you are chained, but it is not a chain. Like, it's a self-made chain, because all you really need to do is remove it. In a traditional tarot card, the two people that are technically chained up are not chained in these heavy these heavy artilleries. I don't know why I had so much trouble saying that word, but and I feel like for a lot of you, you're taking off your masks. So, all the masks that you acquired over your lifetime, whether it's social, whether it is at work, whether it's self kind of labels that you were labeling yourself, you're just taking it all off. Like you're getting to the nitty gritty, and this goes hand in hand with basically enlightenment. Is you're taking away the layers, one layer, two layers, three layers, to really get to the core of who you are. So all these addictive behaviors that you've been paying attention to, being more conscious about, are finally getting you to the true self, the true you, which is a beautiful thing. A lot of people don't even get to that in one lifetime, but I'm sensing here that this is something you've been working on for a long time, and you're reaping the benefits of it all. I feel like for most of you is that you're taking off the masks. The ones that are having a harder time with these particular behaviors that you're trying to break free from, I feel like whether you see it or not, it is happening. Like it is every time you go through it, every time they come back, you break free a little bit every every time. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just keep moving forward, keep staying present, keep staying conscious. I'm actually going to put a meditation from Joe Dispenza where the whole, like, for an hour, the like what part of the meditation, 1 hour is dedicated to coming back to presence, and that is something that's been helping me so much. So I am definitely going to put that in. If I forget, just remind me. It's something that I feel like everybody should at least try to practice. It's so enriching and so empowering. So this is what your archetype, this is their overall energy for the next 2 weeks. Let's put this here. Let's get to your tarot cards. Okay, so you are definitely heading towards calmer waters. So you have, as I mentioned, done the work, and you're heading towards a calmer version of your life right now. You have let go of certain people or things or thoughts or behaviors, and you're finally just reaping the benefits. They're, like I said, all the layers have slowly and gently, maybe some not so gently, fallen off, and you just feel more at peace. There's still a part of you right now that is longing for something. So there's something that you feel like you've lost, and you're trying to just get back to that. So this thing that you're longing for is it's a sort of innocence. It's this, your inner child has been trying to get your attention. It's been trying to get you curious. It's been trying to just get you out of your own way, but also just getting you, it's been trying to get the fun just back into your life. This longing that you're having is healing the inner child. It's the work for the next 2 weeks is really you healing this little girl or little guy inside you that was probably told one too many times that it didn't have any good ideas, or that it didn't know what it was talking about, and that it was just not worthy of its curiosity, and it's time to heal that. Like, I feel like as soon as you heal this inner child within you, this incredibly creative part of yourself, that, and I mean really dive in there, really see what is it that you used to love as a child, what used to inspire you, when, what is it that you used to get lost in, for without even realizing, like, you start something and then you don't even realize how much time has passed, and to just realize that, wow, this is something that really completely loses time. You get sucked into it. And when you do this work, like it, like, look what you have after that. You have the king of inspirations, which is here the muse of inspiration, and you have the page of voices. So this will instigate, this will trigger such a beautiful creative spark. You're gonna just be so in flow, and whatever you were longing for will been achieved just by doing this. You will find also your voice. There is a voice within you that wants to be heard, that wants to be shown, that wants to express itself. And right now, you're focused on the thing that you've lost. Usually, the Six of Cups is about nostalgia and something getting stuck in it, but you need to go towards nostalgia. You need to go in there. You need to find what it is that you are seeking, that you are desiring, that sparked this joy when you were younger, and really start exploring it. Really start embracing it. And for those that are just too stuck in that nostalgia area, for those that are representing the Six of Cups, it's upright, so I don't believe so. But for those who are feeling like that, just snap out of it. Like, you have so much ahead of you. There's so much here that is still left for your life. Like, your life is not done. It is not finished. There is so many memories that want to spark. There's so much that still needs to be explored and still needs to be experienced. And this experience will bring you to this new you, this new phase of yourself, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. So I do feel like some of you have lost, again, this spark. I feel like you are kind of stuck. For those who are kind of stuck in this nostalgia, um, nobody will snap you out of it except for yourself. There is a new love coming, as I was mentioning over here. It could be a person, or it could be a project or an idea, something that has triggered, again, this sense of awe, this sense of joy, this sense of curiosity. The Aces is all about curiosity and to stay curious, and especially here with your emotions. Like, if you are going through a hard time and there is a lot of emotions that, go back and forth, like the Six is all about moving forward, right? Going to calmer waters. And if you do feel like that tendency is kind of leaning towards the other side, just keep taking the baby steps. And it's okay to feel these emotions. It's necessary sometimes so they don't get stuck in the body. But whatever this new spark, whatever is coming up, whatever it is, maybe you might be even flirting with somebody right now. If it is in terms of love, explore it. don't move fast. Like the aces to me is like the beginning of something. Enjoy this honeymoon phase, as they call it, or enjoy just this exploration phase. It's You're here to redefine yourself. You're here to rediscover yourself. It's not supposed to, I mean, we determine how we're going to experience everything, right? And I feel like right now you don't, what I'm getting here is that you're kind of looking outside of yourself. You're still looking outside of yourself when really the love that and the curiosity that you keep putting outside of yourself should come back in. As soon as you put all that within you and be like, ooh, who am I today? Or, ooh, this is a new sensation or a new feeling. Take yourself out, even if you can't right now, buy yourself roses, make yourself a lovely dinner, and just enjoy being with you. It's what I'm getting over here. Whatever you're looking for is not out there, it's really within, and the rest will fall into place. So, yeah, for the next 2 weeks, it's you're moving forward, you're going into calmer rivers. Whatever you're holding on to, or whatever you've been trying to hold on to, let it go. For those that need inner child healing, it might be both. You might be in a nostalgic phase and you still need inner child healing, that you still need to rediscover. Like you're probably stuck in the wrong nostalgia. Get back towards the nostalgia that inspires you. Get back to what used to spark your fire. There's a reason why, let's say if it is with another person, this nostalgia or the situation, or you're thinking about an event or a memory, there's a reason why it's not there anymore. It's because there's something better. It's because there's something new, there's something more powerful. Like, I mean, look at this. Just look at this imagery. I mean, you're walking towards one of the most energetic geometric geometric shapes that we have here, which is the pyramid. You're walking towards that. You have fire. I mean, you're here to create, to rediscover yourself, but also to create through this rediscovering of yourself again and again and again. This is how we grow, this is how we evolve, and that's where you want to go. If you chose this, that's where you're heading, that's where you would like to go, that's where you need to go. And it's really about all this is you finding your voice, you finding this dance, this flow with life, this love for life, expressing yourself unapologetically. That's going to be a huge theme in 2021, I believe. That's how this is what I'm sensing. So that's what you're doing. Don't get stuck over here in the external. To me, seeing the sun and the stars, something that's so positive, reversed side by side to the Ace of Waters. The Ace of Water being in the middle is just, to me, is just like, when someone's just hoping and wishing and kind of like stargazing and waiting for something to happen, or just keep looking outside, right? Like, to me, the star is all about hope and like this magical kind of things happening synchronistically, but because they're not happening, you feel like you're not going in the right direction. But it doesn't have anything to do with what's outside, it really has to do with what's inside, and cultivating that, cultivating your self love, cultivating that curiosity, and seeing like, okay, what did I really love to do when I was a child? What did I really enjoy doing? Who was I before, let's say, this person? What was I doing before this person? And if it doesn't have to do with any person, who was I before all all the programs that we were. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why we're here, right? We're here to learn these programs so we can unlearn them to truly find who we are. That's the whole process, I believe, anyways, of humanity. We're here to experience, we're here to learn and unlearn and love to have our heart broken, because it's all about the experience. It's all about the flow of emotions. It's learning how to work with our emotions. It's learning how to work with our environments and with the universe and with the people around us. We're here in collaborations, and our biggest contribution is, and collaboration is, with and to ourselves, to then project our lovely voice and our lovely expression to others, to help them or to encourage them to do the same, because we're all important and we're all here for a reason, and we're all here to help each other through our self-expression, if that makes any sense. Okay, group 2, that is all that I have for you for this new moon. Remember, there's Reiki energy embedded, so please feel free. Yeah, let me know if this resonated. Let me know if there's anything in particular. Let me know if this week's there's something that comes into place, if you've worked and you've seen an improvement. I love to hear your feedback. I absolutely love to do these. And yeah, thank you for encouraging me so much. I can't say it enough. Have a great 2 weeks, guys. Ciao. Hey, group 3, welcome to your new moon pick a card reading in March. Just want to start right away with just the fact that there is Reiki energy embedded in all the piles. So all you need to do is just sit down where you won't be bothered and state, I accept this Reiki energy from Katarina Lookin, or Lookin Inwards. So with that said, let's get right into it. You chose, I actually don't remember the name of it. It's a Pranic Desintegrator, I believe. And the purpose of this tool, the fact that it's shaped like this, is really to get into the nitty gritty and really go deep and unknot any unwanted energies, whether it's the self or from other people, is any etheric ties as well. So a lot of the times when we get extremely jealous or angry or sad, sometimes these energies can get stuck, and the purpose of this is to energetically really get in there. I did say energetically, not physically, although you can use it on certain pressure points. But for me, for someone who has chosen this pile, this means that there is deep integrated kind of hurts or healing that still needs to be done, and you were attracted to this maybe because of that. The fact that there is, I'm sensing here that you've done a lot of the work, but there is a little part of you that still needs to go a little deeper. And I feel like for some of you, this is the reason why you came to this channel, and this is the reason why you were attracted to this particular pick a card reading. So Black Jasper also is about absorbing negative energy. So maybe you've been feeling negative, or there has been just a lot of negativity going around you and you've been like a sponge and you kind of just need to let go. The Reiki energy that is embedded will absolutely help you with that. Well, it's going to help you with whatever you need at this very moment. So that could be one of them. Okay, so let's get right into it. Let's start with your archetype. So this archetype Basically, what I do is I pick a card for just the overall energies of the rest of the weeks, the next 2 weeks. And you have the world in reverse. Wow, they're all in reverse today. So the world to me in reverse. So the world to me in reverse is that there is a stagnation of some sort, a completion that is kind of just on a standstill, or it's taking its time, or it's just really not getting there, or at least not as fast as you'd like it to be. Let's see what else is going on. I got a sensing here that you're going in circles, so there's a loophole of some sort. So the next 2 weeks, I feel like it's really going to be to unravel that loophole and really break that cycle. So one way of doing that is getting out of your routine, getting out of this repetitive way of yourself. So if you're someone that stays at home a lot, go outside, go into, if you do take walks, go into a different environment, go somewhere where you haven't been before. Really get out of this kind of routine that you've set yourself on. I feel like some of you are uncovering and really kind of going deep, really finding yourself. Yeah, that's basically what's going on with you for the next 2 weeks, pile number 3. Let's get more details. Okay. Some stagnations over here. Ah! What are the odds? You have the world in reverse twice. So, wow, okay. There's definitely something that's stagnant, something is not coming to around, like it's just not coming around. And let's see what we are getting with this. Okay, there's been a craft that you've been working on. So this might be what's been lagging. There's a craft that you've been working on, and you're not really seeing the monetary value. You're not really gaining some of the monetary, or at least not as much as you would hope. I feel like there's still a lot of practice that needs to be done, hence the reason why it hasn't really come around. There's still things that you need to learn, there's still things that you need to experience before you can actually get that. There's been a reluctance in your situation into actually asking for help. You do not want to ask for help, although it is what I believe and what I'm seeing here, which is just lagging. Is one of the reasons why you haven't been moving forward. It's because you are afraid, or you just don't want to ask for this help for whatever reason. Could be discomfort for asking. It's not something that you probably do, but this is maybe one of the cycles that needs to be broken. You need to ask for help, whatever it is, whatever it needs to, maybe it's in regards to your work, in regards to this field, in regards to what you decided you wanted to do. And I feel like as soon as you break that cycle, so I feel like the next 2 weeks is really that, it's breaking these cycles, maybe even like breaking like a lack of creativity. Like this might be a lack of creativity, and you feel like you could maybe use some help in that, and all you really need to do is ask the right people, of course, ask the people you can trust. Maybe I feel like maybe there has been you're scared that someone might even steal this ideal, so that's why, or this project, or whatever you're working on, so that's why you've been just reluctant, and you've been just hesitant as well. I feel like, yes, be cautious, be mindful of who you're going to say it to, but do seek for help, and do request it, and do ask for this moving forward, because this is what's going to really help you break free from the. So, this is really what's going to help you break free from this lack of inspiration. Yeah, I'm seeing a huge lack of inspiration over here. This is what's like this whole cycle. You need to get out of your own way. You need to do something different. You need to do something new. Because if you keep doing the same thing, you're still going to get the same results. And what you're looking for is something new, something fresh, fresh ideas that will help you and spark you and move you forward. There's still a lot of uncovering left before you can actually complete the cycle. There's still a lot of shadow sides of yourself that you still need to face. And as soon as you start doing that, it'll be a lot easier. Things will start flowing more. Yeah, you're gonna have this Empress. You have it right now in reverse, but I feel like once you start facing the shadow sides, start facing what really petrifies you and scares you and has been keeping you into this stagnant loop, and also fear, like all everything that has to do with your fear, everything that has to do with your project, everything that has to do with your creative kind of voice and spark, it needs to be dealt with. And I feel like that's what you will be doing over here for the next 2 weeks, and that's what needs to be done if you want to move forward, if you want to kind of unblock this creative Empress. She's right, the she's impregnated usually with all these great ideas and all these great creative inspirations, and you will be unblocking that needs to be unblocked actually. And that's what's holding you back from becoming the queen of kind of your emotional realm. Maybe that's where the blockage is coming from too. Maybe you're not someone who faces their emotions, or you are not someone who likes to admit to their emotions. And one of these blockages will help you embrace this Queen of Cups, embrace this Queen of their emotions, right? You even have like the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles over here, so they're just following each other. Well, the seven is what's in reverse right now, but the six just to me just means moving forward. So you will be moving forward. I see for some of you, the craft has to do with something maybe from the occult or from tribal, ritualistic kind of probably paganism of some sort. Um, Keep working on your craft because the money will be coming in, but you need to break free. I feel like this is maybe something that you're leaning towards or you want to make money from. But to do this, you need to take the steps, take the baby steps, whatever they are. Right now, for you, I believe it's just the shadow work, breaking free from these chains. But don't let that stop you from producing. Keep producing. And I don't know why the stag is really coming out here. Maybe look for the symbolism of the stag, what that represents. The stags, from what I understand, from what I can remember right now, is this just majestic, well respected. He's not the king of the forest, but kind of, because he has this kind of crown on him. But he just takes the steps. It's little. The stag for me is like moving forward. And there's more to it than that. So just look into the symbolism of that. I believe it might help you. And do check in with your heart and your solar plexus chakra. I feel like there's something there, especially the solar plexus. There's a blockage right there. And I feel like this is where some of the fears are coming into place. You're afraid, you don't have enough confidence, or you're needing that extra confidence boost in yourself, believing in yourself. So yeah, just keep working on that, working on these shadows and on your confidence, and just keep moving forward. And I think that's it. I mean, wow, all three groups had so much to say. But yeah, this is your message for the next 2 weeks, group three. And let me know if this resonated. Let me know if this is something, or if this week something has resonated, and if you've done the work, or if there is more questions on your mind. Don't hesitate. I love reading your comments. It gives me incentive and hope, and just helps and makes me want to keep doing these because I love doing these. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great 2 weeks, and I'll see you on my full moon pick a card reading. Ciao. Peace.